And Manoj, I will stress on it once more because I think it is important, because there's a sense of dystopia, I feel, that sets in where politicians, especially from the opposition, come from, where they feel that they speak from a high moral ground. Nobody is denying what's wrong with the country today on all the reference data points that you want to give in, and I accept some of those, and most of them are being whitewashed today as well. But the sheer fact that the likes of you will not recognize. I'll give you an example. I covered this Bihar election. I covered the last Bihar election. When you say, how do you tabulate the fact that you will have two generations of women who say, us waqt bahar jana mushkil tha? How do you, that's not perception. That's lived reality. And if you're not going to, if you're going to sit here and you're not going to accept that was problematic, and maybe you've gone beyond that.
Now, Preeti ji, I was there in Bihar in that phase also. My hometown is Bihar.
Right.
Right? And I left Bihar in 89. Laluji had not come. 89 I came because my sessions were late. So I had to shift to Delhi. Otherwise, for history, I would have continued in Bihar. Number one. Number two, I'll give you one example. This entire controversy about Sardar Patel was chosen as the Prime Minister. Yet he was superseded by Jawaharlal Nehru. What is the fact? There is no fact.
There is no fact. I agree with you.
But everybody agrees today. That's why I'm telling you that a set of propaganda which is done 24/7. It has the capacity, unfortunately so.
You're saying you're basically suggesting that when you say something too many times, it becomes reality because at least two people will start believing that. That's what you're saying.
You are saying, it's not about Preeti ji is only saying, every newspaper which is controlled by a particular section, every media house, if you keep, and I understand their position. I have written about it. Important people were unsettled after 1990s. Suddenly, they thought that they have lost control over politics. Their presence is negligible. So, but they still had control in non-elected bodies, newspaper, media, which were not chosen by the people, and they continued, and that's why I specifically took that example of 22 to 24 January. I ignored 90, only to clarify that the moment we came back to power, the same Jungle Raj thing started playing again. And we understand the rhythm. We understand this song, why it is replayed. We understand everything. We'll fight it in an organic manner.
Many would think, Manoj Jha, because, you might not believe the whole Jungle Raj image, but many would think that you were an antithesis. Your personality was an antithesis to the party of RJD. Some would also say, Manoj Jha ji, that what was said about Vajpayee ji at one point of time, right man, wrong party.
I don't agree. In response to your question, some other question I had said, who chose me for Rajya Sabha? My party. The same party repeated me second time in 2024. And if anything, I'm just a small part of the core values of my party. When I see around me political parties playing hide and seek game with BJP, my entire leadership has suffered. But they never chose to play hide and seek. That makes me happy and feel proud of the fact that I'm not in a wrong party. I'm with this current. I'll quit politics, but be part of this current.
This political party.
This, exactly.
You're also answering a question which was raised by one of the players, well, he didn't tantamount to much, where Prashant Kishore ji had said that if take away Rajya Sabha from Manoj Jha and see where he stands on the political spectrum.
I'll tell you, I was told by someone, then I watched that clip. Preeti ji, Rajya Sabha, before Rajya Sabha, I was a university teacher. I used to write. I used to speak. You came to know me when I came to Rajya Sabha.
Of course.
And many people, many others have come to know that who am I?
Because you're a superb orator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Rajya Sabha, I worked from morning till evening, late night.
While you continue to teach.
Yeah, while continue to teach. And I prepared my speeches. I don't have an office staff members. I do it myself. Some of my colleagues, they help me. I wanted to tell that gentleman that even if Rajya Sabha is taken, it cannot take away what I am, who I am. ऐसा भी क्षण आएगा. There shall be a day when I shall be tested on this. But I promise you, you will, wherever both of us are, you will never come and tell me, we didn't expect after that answer this from you.
I'm going to ask you a bit more, and then we're going to talk a bit of politics where Bihar is concerned. But I'm going to ask you because, for someone who works on his speeches, and it shows when you deliver them, who do you think are some of the best speakers today? Both sides. I'm sure, you also look at and say, isne acha bola.
Contemporary, let me not tell. I'll take you to history. I love history. One of the best speakers in history, about whom I have only read his speeches, I still have, Professor Hiren Mukherjee, from Bengal, 6 times or 5 times Communist Party MP. Then I think Nehru was a good speaker. Pilu Modi, Lohia ji, Ram Manohar Lohia, very short span of time, but he was a very good parliamentarian. But something which is common to all, even Bajpayee ji, I would say.
Yeah, he had some very good
he was. All of them has something in common. If you analyze their speeches, none of them were very bitter about their opposition. Parliament is meant to reach out. It means to include, bring as many people as possible in your scheme of things, or the way you present. But of late, what worries me, that kind of
the level of debate. Yes,
it's not only Preeti ji level of debate, the relationship. It's adversarial.
Even after with what you see on TV, is it as bad? Even like when you are walking past each other in
no, maybe you say
there must be some niceties.
You may say hello to each other in the canteen, in the Sangam 1 or Sangam 2. But when somebody is making a reference or a point, you should see the way somebody is shouted down. Then the use of language. Language itself is another worrisome issue for me. Tu baith ja, tu kyun bak raha hai? The people who must have thought of our parliament, they would not have thought that one day this shall be the daily image of Indian parliament. That worries me as not only as a member of parliament, as a citizen.